Alright, I'm going to show you how you can turn your old phone into a security camera for free. Well, almost free, but if you have an old phone, I guess you paid thousands of dollars for it, or hundreds of dollars for it, so maybe it wasn't free at the time, but now it's free. Hello there. So I have camera set up. Yeah, it's really weird. So I have one of my phones set up here, and I have it as a security camera looking down onto the street in front of where I live. I just used a cardboard box and taped it to the window, and I have a power cord running to the phone that's charging it always. This is not good for its battery, but it's an old phone. So that guy just walked past. I probably picked him up on the camera, so let's see. So the way it works, app on this phone called Alfred Camera, and it runs constantly on the dedicated security phone. Let's call it the security phone, and then you can monitor on a computer or your normal phone. Download the app called Alfred Camera. It's this one, orange, and I have already downloaded it. I don't think it'll focus that close, but it doesn't matter. So now I'm going to check it on this phone. You're going to get a lot of weird advertisements for this. You get weird ads. So let's check. Let's see. Anything happened before? Well, that's just me moving the curtain. I don't think it would pick up that other guy. Oh, there he is. Yeah, look, that's the one we just filmed. So it automatically picks up things using, I guess, just normal. It's not really motion detection. It's just pixels changing in the camera, but let's call it motion detection. So here's me before going to look at the camera. Hello there. But you want to find a spot to put your camera, and you want to be able to have it plugged in constantly to a USB charging thing. So you're going to need a spare cable for the phone and a charger. So for me today, I want to set up a camera right here to look at my front door. Not that anything exciting happens at my front door, but just for an example. So we have downloaded the app. Oh, scan to link to viewer device. So maybe it is best to use your viewer's device. So you need to make an account anyway. Probably wouldn't link it to Google, just make an email address account like you would with anything else. Add a camera. Bam. I'd like to set your notifications. I don't think you need notifications in this case. Activate access to microphone. Yes, if you want to record audio, which might be good depending on your application. So let's see. Motion detection. We want motion detection. Power saving mode is probably a good thing. Audio pause detection when moving. Yeah, so if you're moving your phone, it doesn't start recording. You might have to play around with the sensitivity of motion detection. It's kind of hard to read because this will not focus for some reason. And it will by default, it'll hold the video files that you record for 7 days and then delete the oldest ones, which is not bad. You can pay a monthly subscription. I don't think it's very expensive. So you get more features, but I haven't checked that out yet because so far the free one has been fine. Okay, so I'm going to set this up. You want to make a stand for it and run some cabling to it, but I'm going to set it up to here for now. So it will see new unentitled camera. So let's call it unentitled camera. All right. It'll tell you the battery percentage, but that shouldn't be an issue if you leave it plugged in. But if it's an older phone, the battery might slowly deteriorate, but as long as it's plugged in, it should be fine. I'm just going to name it because I have more than one camera. Suggestions. I'm going to call it game cam because it's in the entrance of my house. You don't have to name it. Okay, so let's see. We can click on see live. Well, you look at that. And it's in pretty good real time. That's a little bit creepy. So if you can see, it says auto recording. and it should stop once the motion has stopped, or once things have stopped changing. Yeah, look, it stopped. So basic quality is good, but if you want to change to HD, you have to get, of course, have to pay for premium, because no one wants to not make any money. So great. So let's leave that there for now. So I just moved it so it's auto recording again. Great. And if you want to see older events, you click on the events button. Fuck, I need to bring it closer. So events, and it will say deleting in 7 days. Which is fine. So let's go back to my other camera. Events. And this, you can see the date and the time. And like these are the last 7 days for me. And of course you can go through and manually save things that happen. For example, I want to save me walking past. The button down here, save. I'm sure it'd be similar on Android as well. Okay. So yeah, that's basically it. And if you want to do on PC. Okay, so once you're on the computer, the easiest way to monitor is by going to the website. So you don't need any special programs or anything. So you want to type Alfred Cam into Google and then go to the website. You want to click Web Viewer, and you will need to sign in the same as you did originally on your phone, so using your account. As you can see here, this is my my original camera, so we can see that live. So yeah, it's nighttime. Let me go back to the camera we just set up. So we can go back, and this is my one that's in the entrance. So it's nighttime in there too. The light is off, but I have some options here. I can rotate the angle of the camera. I can manually choose to record, and I can turn the flashlight on. That should be on the phone. I wouldn't really do this unless it's necessary, especially if you don't want to be seen. But as you can see, the light actually turns on. So maybe that's good. I wouldn't accidentally leave it on or anything. So that could be useful, I guess. And you can see it's auto recording because there's a change in the screen. Low light filter. So that kind of boosts the gain, I'm guessing, of the camera, so you can see a little bit better. You can put it on auto. But I found that it's not that good. So for my purposes, it's fine as off. So yeah, that's how you can control the camera from the computer. So if you wanted to leave this open, you can see my light manually turned off then. My other light outside of the camera, the room's automatic light. So if you wanted to leave this on a computer, I guess you could. You could leave it running. Well, let's see what this does. Okay, this is to see actually events that have happened. Okay, let's check this one out. So it's going to show what happened. So there's some people walking. Great. Yep, and you can download this clip if you need to, but just remember that it will be deleted after 7 days by default. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so that's how you do it. And if you have other old phones, you can also set them up in a similar way.